All right, the American adult has become extinct. That's according to a new op-ed entitled "Americans Have Become Children, Demanding, Dependent, and Needy." The author arguing, quote, "We are losing crucial emotional and mental capacities for self-reflection, for wandering thought, for the ability to tolerate boredom." And that is the very definition of being a child. Here to weigh in, Larry Winget, the pit bull of personal development and author of What's Wrong with Damn Near Everything, and parenting expert Erica Katz, author of Coach Parenting. Thank you both for being here. Larry, I'll start with you. You know, they call it adulting when you buck the trend and don't act like a child. What do you make of this?
You know, and then we tell them that adulting is hard, and we wonder why they don't want to become adults. Look, there's a societal issue here as well as a political issue. Why would they want to become dependent when society and politicians are saying, the best thing for you is to let the government to be mama and daddy for you, and we'll provide your health care, and we'll pay for your education, and if you already did, we'll forgive all that, and we'll even pay you for breathing today with universal basic income. So there's not a big expectation to become an adult, nor a consequence for not becoming an adult.
Erica, you know, politics is downstream from culture, so Larry's talking about politics, but what is our culture doing as well that reinforces this adolescent view?
Well, I think one of the biggest problems is that people feel they need to be entertained all the time. And so we're raising children that also feel they need to be entertained all the time. It used to be that maybe your kids would watch some cartoons on the weekends so you could sleep in a little, but then you'd go out and have some fun. Now you see little kids in the strollers and they have tablets and they're constantly being entertained, whether it's in a restaurant or anywhere you go, and they're not looking up, they're not using their imagination. And I think that's one of the biggest problems we're seeing.
Larry, it's a great point. You know, I sometimes feel guilty, but not really. On planes, I don't let my kids have devices. I just make them sit there and color and talk to each other. And is it simple things like that that pulls them away from their myopic view of themselves and one screen and to engage the world?
I do believe it's a whole list of very simple things, Pete. I think that parents need to step in right now and remember that kids need to be encouraged to play and to make friends and have fun. But again, society is even telling school systems they can't have recess where kids can go out and play tag and fall down and get scraped up and learn how to win and, more importantly, learn how to lose. And then we're surprised that they want to play adult recess and do all those very same things once they become a little more independent, get some money and get some free time. They want to go play tag and have adult recess. Instead, at 3 years old, we stick a $1,000 computer in their hand and wonder why they're confused.
Larry, you're not joking. The Wall Street Journal recently had a front-page story about recess for grown-ups, where you can play dodgeball, kickball, hopscotch, or gorge on grilled cheese and chicken nuggets. So, Erica, if we're getting rid of real recess and free play for kids, but adults, are doing recess, what does that tell us?
Well, I'm okay with a little bit of adult recess because I think sometimes we need to just go out and have fun. I don't really love dodgeball, but if that's what you like, that's great. But I think what it's really saying is, as adults and as parents, we have to behave like adults. So that means you can't give your children whatever they want, whenever they want, because it's difficult. It's always hard to say no to your kids. It's hard to be a grown-up, but when you're a grown-up, you have to behave like one. And when you choose to be a parent, your job is to behave like a parent and a grown-up, not be their friend, not give them whatever they want, and make sure they understand that it's okay to be bored sometimes. I remember going up to my grandparents' house in Vermont, and it was a 5-hour trip, and we didn't have any of these things, and we sang songs, we told stories, and yes, we were bored, but we also had to think a little bit.
Adults, just be adults and let kids be kids. That could actually work. Larry and Erica, thank you very much for your time and insight this morning.
You bet.
Thanks so much.